we got a new bracket from AirDog. Nice, they're all hammered finish on it. This is the old one. It is just beyond mangled. I don't know how the heck that happened, but it is bent. So I'm going to put it towards the back of the bed-ish area. I really don't like when they look under the cab. Get it tucked up under there, see where to mount it as far as height, and we'll go from there. Just a little update. Got some stuff done. Got this cleaned up, frame cleaned up, and 05 coil bucket in. Drilled the holes. Got the AirDog on. Not loving it, but it's on there. This thing's painted up. I gotta get I want to get two covers for the front and rear, so that's why I didn't paint that. Also, I'm out of paint. Started working on this. Got the correct mounts on it. They need painted. The rest of the truck needs painted. I want to tape this off and tape this off. Take this off. You know, the valve covers, they're going to be khaki, so that's not really an issue. Turbo, I ordered the spacer for it, so that's going to come off. I'm probably going to keep this line. I don't know. I just don't. It just looks stupid. Oil drain's coming off. Downpipe's off. Trans unbolted. I just don't have any more motivation, so that's it for the day. Oh, I ordered. They're like 130 bucks a piece. The last time I did this, it was such a pain in the ass, and I did this like an idiot. I cut these on the outside. And I should have just cut it on the inside like this side, but ran out of oxygen. So it was probably just better just to buy brand new brackets. So that way it'll all be nice and new. garage is a mess. I got this thing off the Jungle website. It's just an air sprayer deal. I was at Orange Crush. This is the best degreaser I've ever used. I've said that before, but I love this stuff. It's supposed to mix it 1-to-1, I believe. Yeah, 1-to-1. So dump a little bit of this in there, a little bit of water, put the air compressor on it. Is the best stuff you can use, hands down. Orange Crush degreaser, technician's choice. Alright, after I had a medium to small fit with the pressure washer, I got a brand new one, which it's not. At what point do you really just buy like a nice, I don't want to say industrial, but industrial pressure washer? I use this thing more than anything. So anyways, let's get back to it. Let's try this again. Axle's in. I think I already filmed all this, but radius arm mounts are in. I got my bolts for this. I'm going to change the coils. Track bar mount I got to change out. You saw us fight with the engine getting it in, but it's in. It's not in, you know, but it's on the motor mounts. I got a ton of cleaning up and what not to do, but my father-in-law stopped by and I guilted him into help me put this motor in. We scratched the absolute piss out of the firewall, but it is in. So yeah, it's in. The truck's gonna be sitting here for a little bit, and then we'll hop back on it. Garage is a mess like usual, but clean up most of my mess. Oil dry in here all the time, but yep, get the transmission in next, go from there. a new day here. Got the garage swept up, all the oil dry. Got the trans and transfer case separated. All the trans under the truck. Cut out the old cross member, which was, I can't believe how rusty this thing was. And yet the cab is just like the cab is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a spot. Well, there's some rust back in there, but underneath, it's a solid cab. You know what I mean? So, oh great. So, anyways, I don't have a cameraman, obviously. I'm going to attempt to put the trans in and get the hole cut for the shifter, and then see if I can't make a crossmember work. So we'll go from there. I'm not going to film putting the trans in because I'm just going to struggle and shimmy and complain and whatever else. So yeah, we'll just get you back up when I'm about to drill the hole. Got the hole cut. Some of my better work, actually. Used the step bit on the corners and then used the grinder to cut it out. So put the trans back in, hopefully for the final time. Alright, made a lot of progress just now. Drilled a bunch of holes. Like I've said before, this channel is not a tutorial channel. I just like building cool trucks, honestly. I don't know what I'm doing, so everything's new. I got basic skills, right? But anyways, transmission's in, okay. I don't know if you can see that. Drilled a bunch of holes for the transmission. The crossover, sorry. Some more over here. You can see that. So, up to about 1 million holes. Transmission centered in there. I used the old mount that was welded into this guy here. It's not very pretty. So, I'm gonna end up torching the whole bottom of this off. And then torch some more out here and put a plate on either side and just pretty it up. I'm sure it's fine, but it's just a little ugly. So, transfer case is going on next, and I'll start tackling the fuel system and get all this shit out, get the fuel system done, and go from there. Got this tank out. I got pissed off, even though I had this tool, I could not get these lines off for some reason, but whatever. Tank's out, I'm gonna drain that. I got this bean sump from the other truck. I'm gonna cut a hole in the bottom there, just clean stuff up. Get that drained out, get that on, get it back in the truck, and hopefully relax a little bit before I fucking lose my shit. Went and got a new hole saw. So, try this again. It's crazy how fast you can get stuff done with quality tools. Tank's all cleaned out, holes done, clean. Blew this line out. So put this fella in. Just sucks about working in the garage and filming everything. Is shit. Is I gotta turn the radio off every time. I can't work without listening to this. I don't think this guy can. Maybe it is, I don't know. Okay, ready to reinstall. Here's what I got. I cut the fuel pump out and some other stuff. So this is all open at the bottom. I still got my float, and then I'll have my air dog return and then the injector return there. It'll just flow down, dump out, because I believe that's all you need. So I'm gonna get this back in the tank and then get the tank put up in there and start running some hoses. Okay, it's a big day here. I went to town, got everything I needed to finish plumbing up the fuel system. Don't mind that. So I got 1/2-inch black line going from the tank up to the air dog. Then I got 5/16 coming up to return line for the injectors and the pump. This is kind of hokey because that line's broke off for the injectors, so I'm gonna get a new one of those off of another one off of one of the 12 valves out back, so that comes over and that's cleaned up a little bit. The air dog harness is ran up here. Nothing's neat and tidy yet. I made new starter cables, battery cables, grounds. This is the original ground I reused. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna fire this thing up. I'm gonna try to anyways, as long as my wiring's correct. I have not tested anything. I have not YouTube fucking, you know, tried everything before I do it type thing. This is gonna be all fresh to me. So I'm gonna run the air dog, clean the lines out into that tank, and then change the filters, put some more fuel in it, hook that up the engine, and then she should be ready to start. I got brand new filters. I'm going to change these out real quick, and then we'll try to fire it. Probably not.
Well, I guess it's not your pedals in here, so maybe.
See if it, I mean, see if it cranks. No? Is it in park? What? Yeah. Okay. Is it clicking?
I pushed it, let go, and it clicked.
Just click it a bunch of times. Okay, hold on.
There you go. That little click. That's like my speed.
Just about. Alright, turn the key on and try to crank it. Nothing? Try to crank it again. You sure it's in park? Yeah, you can hit the brake.
It's all the way over.
Okay. Okay, I don't need you then.
You want me to try to stop stinging?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back when you need me.
Okay. Easy as that. Today, I am going to change the oil in the truck. I got some Rotella, some zinc additive, and K&N filter. I'm going to do that. And let's look at the list here. Power steering lines, I'll get that done today. I got an alternator and a bracket in the bed right there. I gotta get that converted. I got some cheap clear cab lights. The dry shaft I dropped off at the dry shaft shop. They're gonna take 27 inches out of it and make it out of steel. Track bar bracket, I ordered one from Blow and Diesel along with the I'm gonna put a 08 to 10 bumper on it. So I got ordered brackets from them too. Those should be here honestly tomorrow, I believe. I gotta do some more wiring. That shouldn't be a big deal. I have a first gen radiator and a third gen intercooler. I'm gonna try to get in here, but not in this video. I'm gonna change the oil and probably call it as, you know, this part of the video, and then the next one will be truck done, running, driving, you know, exhaust finished, and everything else. So I'm gonna get the oil changed. I'm gonna put that in here, and that'll be it for this video. So last night I got a bunch of work done, and I didn't film it because it was all under the dash, but I got the pedals mounted. It was kind of a hassle as far as like getting, so I ran 3rd gen Valair upgraded hydraulics, so I had to slot the holes on the hydraulics to make them fit in the Ford brackets. I drilled and put a pin in the rod so that won't come off, but those are all in and working. Throttle works decently. I got the Dodge power steering hooked to the Ford line with a compression fitting and whatever that is. So the low pressure line is in and hooked up with just a hose clamp. That looks terrible, but I'll clean that glue up. I just need an extra pair of hands to tighten the bolts. So there's this guy on Instagram, Talbot Industries, I believe, if I'm saying that right. He makes these awesome reservoir holders for like 3rd and 4th gens. They're really nice. This one is not that nice because I had to bend it straight to make it work. I'm gonna have to bend it some more so this isn't at an angle. But anyways, those things are super awesome. I have one on my Super Duty, which they're not for the Super Duties, but they're just like really nice to have, honestly, on any manual truck. If you can make them work, they just make everything look cleaner. But yeah, that one's that's not how they come. That's not a good representation of what they are. They're really nice, but like I said, I had to bend that one to make it work. So this is the old harness. I'm gonna trim it down so I don't have any injectors, any of the emission stuff. Pretty much alternator, oil pressure, coolant temperature, and I think that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna trim all this up. So this is what's left. I got the main harness plug, I got a ground, I got a key on power. I'm gonna use this for the air dog in the fuel shutoff solenoid. I got my coolant temp sensors. I don't know which one is actually gonna run the gauge, so I didn't cut either of them. And then I got coolant temp and a big mess of wires. I depinned all of those. I don't know how many is there, but it was a lot. So I'm going to get this loomed up a little bit and throw it in the truck. So this is untested, but I trimmed down the harness. I believe the shutoff solenoid should work. The throttle's hooked up correctly. Power steering, put some fluid in that, and I'm gonna go hit the key and this thing should start. So let me put some power steering fluid in it and get right back to you. Starting it with the key, letting it run, shutting it off with the key. I'm still enjoying this as far as doing it. Like, I've always liked building trucks and filming stuff, like truck pulls and stuff like that. The one thing I don't want to do is start like trying to do what other YouTubers do and do the clickbait and the all that crap. I just want to build trucks that I want to build, and if you guys think they're cool, that's cool. But the second this becomes like I'm putting, you know, those stupid lifts on there with a bar, giant bars and a giant cradle and powder coated 87 different colors and stuff like that, that's just not my style. So yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it for the video. I got a bunch of loose ends to tighten up on this thing, obviously, but next video this thing will be running, driving. We'll get the intercooler radiator mounted up, we'll get the whole exhaust done, get some more powder coat on here, get the track bar on, you know, a lot of little stuff, and then it'll be started with a key. But honestly, the bulk of it is done. Engine's in, transmission's in, axles are in most of the way. So it's just going to be the stuff that takes forever, the last 10%. So I know I said I wanted to get this thing done in a month, which I'm still not there because it's been 3 months, but I haven't been working on it every day. So 30 days to finish a build like this is kind of a lot. It's just you always forget about the little things you need, you know, power steering lines, exhaust, wiring, connectors, you know, just little stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I appreciate the guys that do watch. I did hit over 500 subscribers, which is cool, but I just need to pump up my watch hours. Then maybe I can get paid. But in the meantime, if you want to throw me something on Venmo, that'd be cool too. But that's it, and I'll see you in the next one.